Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market watch for you guys today. And we have a lot of buyouts and a lot of meta-relevant cards to go over. So if you guys enjoy that, make sure to smash that like button. The algorithm, especially for Yu-Gi YouTubers, has been pretty bad. I've noticed it with my videos. I talked to Fresh, he's noticed it with his videos. And you know how if you're a fan of Fresh Off the Press, which if you're not, I don't know what you're doing, go sub to him. He's great. Love his market watches. He's new to that, so he's never seen it like and I've told him, algorithm is a lot worse right now than it usually is during the holidays. So it's important that you smash the like button, not just on this video, but the people you're watching, just to kind of help them, because the algorithm's really punching them down a little bit, unfortunately. Subscribe if you're not already. If you're buying anything on TCG, please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Thank you on my YouTube channel members. I will be having members only videos as well in addition starting next year. I will be having that, so look forward to that if you're a YouTube channel member. And yeah, we're just gonna get right into this. So Fantastic Dragon, Phantasme, you guys know the rule if you've been watching my channel for a while. It's always good to have hand traps when they're not seeing play versus when they're having play, because when they're not seeing play, they're pretty dirt cheap. They're maybe like 20 to like 30% of the value that they used to be, around that. And then when they see play, they triple, right? They go up. They're very wanted. And with something like Phantasme, Konami stopped reprinting this a while ago. Now, secret rares, if we go without photos, man, to actually see 17 listings, and that's not with near mint, light player, first edition. If we go near mint, 13 listings. We go first ed, 10 listings, 30, going up to $50, up back to $100 for your secret rares. Now, are these going to hold, sell at 50, 70? I think so. Honestly, this card used to sell for around 90 to about 100, 110 even at one point. If you played during Savage Strike in 2019. This card can easily go up. Joshua had this in his side deck, and he actually said he really liked it, especially against decks like Unchained. And I told people that with the diversity in this format, Phantasme can hit a good range of decks like Unchained. And Joshua knew how to pilot this card, and it helped him see other cards that he really wanted / needed, which is good. So we also have the other versions as well. You have Ultras at 14, which is insane. I told people to get these at $1.02, if you guys remember, and I said, hey, selling these for 7/8 are great, because when you spend about $1 on a card, you're not looking for something super insane. You're looking, if it goes to like 4 or 5, it's good, but if you know it's a good card, you could hold it for longer. I said, look, if you want to get rid of these at 7 to 8, yeah, good job on you. And if you did, I still think that was the right play, because there's no guarantee of this, but they're 14s now. Insane. With supers at $9. Insane. There was a wall for 7 here, by the way. I don't know if this was the guy who just moved it up, but yeah, the sales on this were extraordinary. Just crazy. Thrust right over here. Ultis. Now, OTS 22 is out of stock. I've seen a lot of locals not have this anymore, because a lot of people will get this over 23 just because they want to pull one specific ulti. And that's the power of making good ultimate rares, is that if you do, players will actually go and get the OTS from beforehand. And that's a good thing, because not only are people getting, not just the most recent OTS because it is, but it means that these ultis have more staying power. These are about 100 right here, about 101. I still think that's a very fair price, with the secret rares being about 75 going up to 78. Again, I know I sound like a broken record here. If you have secrets, upgrade to ultis, pay the extra, say 22 per copy, and just, be prepared, because when they do reprint this card, the ulti is going to hold its value or even go up, while this secret is going to go down. But if you're watching market watches, you know that. Now, Melodious got support, and while I don't care at all about Melodious, and I won't pretend to, there are people who really like it, right? And I do like how Konami gives these older archetypes that are, people really, really like. Because I know Melodious had people that really liked it. More support, even if it's not meta relevant, because casuals run this game. If you appeal to the casual audience, you're going to make money. I mean, you actually look at specific reprint sets as well, and it proves your point. I think Legendary Collection Kaiba, you appeal to the collectors, the anime fans, the casuals, and that's regarded as one of the better side sets of the last decade, if not one of the best. So people really like that, right? Um, so first movements here, they're about $10. I know some players have this in their bulk. This card has 2 reprints, and they're worth something. I mean, Mega Packs just have mob plays, and then the new Challenger Supers, you literally have. Wait, I think I went over that comp version. Yeah, this version right here. You got 8 right over here. I think someone, if they actually want to play this card, instead of spending there's not even a play setup for the OGs, but spending $20 and trying to find another one somewhere else, they're probably just going to go sweep these up. That's what I would do, at least temporarily, worst case scenario. Wanted, Seekers of Spoiler, quarter century has finally went past the $200 mark, 218, 230. With the original secret rare going to about 100 here. Another $100 secret rare from Age of Overlord. So you got SP Little Knight and this card. And it's really funny because I always see this and Little Knight pulled a lot together. So I don't know if that's just me, but like, and imagine if you get a quarter century in that box. Well, you know, you're plussing like crazy. Now, the one thing I want to say, because a lot of, and this is a hot take, but a lot of people are saying Yu-Gi-Oh's expensive. Yu-Gi-Oh's more expensive than ever, which is that second statement's very, very wrong. You can tell that people have not played the game very often, or they started near Power of the Elements or something, which I don't know how you started around Power of the Elements and stuck to this game. But Wanted right over here is worth $100. I mean, it's a matter relevant card. The engine you see in so many archetypes, from like a little more casual / will be mad to Snake Eyes to obviously Rescue Ace and more. I'm not shocked this is $100. I thought 50s were low. I thought 75 to 80, 85 was pretty good. I wasn't gonna be surprised if it hit 100, but if it stayed around, 75s to 80s, I would not be too shocked. But if you look at outside of Age of Overlord, a lot of this stuff, a lot of your staples are pretty cheap. You know what I mean? And we have meta relevant decks like that from the structure deck, like Fire Kings, all that. If you want to play low rarity, all you have to really worry about is the Sinful Spoil Engine and the Little Knight, and that's if your deck plays them, because not every deck plays the Sinful Spoils Engine. Not every deck plays Little Knight. And even with Little Knight specifically, we had cards like Access Code, which actually is getting bought out right now, so I want to show you guys that. This card used to be $100 for its secret for a long time. And nobody really complained because it was just the one of that was expensive in the extra deck. We always have this. Now, near mints here, you got 17 listings. You go without photos here, you got 14. You got 41 here, but look how quickly it goes to like 90 at the bottom of this page. And the most someone has here is a play set at 60. So card is going up, and let's see, this card sells every day. It looks like, one copy here, one copy there. If you want your high rarity OG access code, I would just get it right now. But I think when these were 30 and I went over them, that's when you should have got them. Black Witch is even going up a little bit herself, $28 to $30 here. 21 listings, so it looks like people want this to match closer to the price of the Wanted. Can this card go up to 50? It's possible, but I think it can go up to 40. It is a little more realistic, 35 to 40. The quarter century here at 150, 162. Always been very real. This card for the quarter century has always been around this price. It's very stable, at least for now, although it does have lower listings. Trishula, ultis. People want me to go over high rarity Trish. And ultis tends to be my favorite to run. If you guys don't know, I actually told people to get these when they were cheaper. Card used to be way more than what it is right now. 98, go up to 115. Old Astral Pack 8 ulti. I want to check out the sales. A little bit. It does sell. This card looks absolutely beautiful, and it's definitely the Trish I would run. However, you have the Starlight Rare here, which I was very shocked to see the Starlight Rare, and I was like, wow, they're giving us another high rarity Trishula to compete. And this pick came out of left field. I feel like Konami did not know what they were doing with Blazing Vortex. Like, this would have been, in my opinion, would have been the worst core set since Cyber Dark Impact, if it wasn't for Paw Prosperity, right? And even then, I kind of like look at this set with disgust. But Starlight Rares, this card used to always be money, at lowest like 150, are up to 250. People deem this as the Starlight Rare to get. Well, around there, 105, 120. I mean, if you want a Starlight Rare and you like Trishula, you could go get this, but I would rather just get the ulti. I feel like the ulti's harder to grab anyway, and it looks better. But Starlight, I bet, looks pretty good, especially if you get maybe a Euro copy. You want to try to get foreign copies. That might not be bad either. Remember, by the way, that when it's Synchro Summon, you can bash up to 1 card. Okay, no. I always, if you guys don't know why I always hesitate when I read this guy's effect, is because I always get Trishula and Necros of Trishula confused. Because Necros of Trishula, it's mandatory. You need to banish one from grave, field, and hand. If you cannot banish one from one of those, you cannot banish at all. And I always think that ruling is for Trishula, Dragon the Ice Barrier, and I just get them confused all the time. I don't know why. DTs over here, which is actually, I do own a DT and an ulti. I don't really care about Starlight Rare. This is considered the highest rarity, $204. These used to be 300 here, but I think a lot of people, they just gunned for different and better things, and I honestly fully agree with that. There's just a lot better high rarity you get than DT Trish. Like if you got rid of this at the heyday, and which was a while ago, and then got like champion pack cards when they were like realistic prices, you won a lot. Tridiant Dragon here. I'm just going to call it Triant Dragon, by the way. I'm not going to bother. This actually has a whole bunch of support coming, and I never expected it. But I do love this card. It's technically an Edison card. And this is a card that I told people get the secrets and the ultras at like less than $2 or $3. Ultis right now are about $90 for first set light play, about 110. They were around 35 to 50 for the first set ultis prior. And with this buyout, I have to say that I am no longer interested in this card. I actually wanted one of these ultis, and I saw it in person, and it's not bad. It's not bad, but something about it kind of makes me the way I see ulti Stardust Dragon, and I just don't like it, especially when I like the secret rare a lot and I like the ultra. I was gonna get the ulti, but it was low priority. Not anymore. But secret rares are bought out to about $23, $24. If you guys have these, which a lot of you actually told me in the live stream when I went over this, you got a few of you had this. Same with the Discord. Good job. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked out our Discord, go join in the description below. We have penny stonks, we have memes, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of our meme section. It's pretty funny, especially because I don't monitor as much. So, I don't know. Memes jokes are jokes. That's my motto, right? And there's a lot of other cool stuff in there. There's deck building. We got judge calls. And our judge calls, they respond fast, which is like, I'm very happy with, because I never expected that to like pop off, really. So really glad. See, we got a lot of cool stuff there, so go check it out. But yeah, ultras, these are about 20 for a light play. Where are first editions at? 21, 24. About the same thing here. Very low listings as well. Gizmek Uka. Now, this used to be currently this is being played with stuff with the Earth statue, and it was used as a bit of a burn card back in the day. This like its second lifetime where it's been bought out, but it's two different reasons. I know some people are telling me in the comment section to hey, this card is going to be go a lot higher, all that, and I definitely agreed. I said getting these back when they went down to 3 or 4 was a pretty good idea. Now, I did not know about the Earth statue at the time, and sometimes you're on the money, but for like the wrong reasons, and that happens sometimes in this game. Well, right now they're about 11, going up to 13, going up to $17. You got these at 3, 4. Good job. You made some money. In fact, I know there's some of you who probably got this before I even looked at like $1 or $2. Hey, better on you. Now, it does have a common right over here for like 45 cents. Could it hit $1? Possibly. Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Now, this card I've went over recently. I'm just going to quickly say these CRs, they're less than 60 right now. And it used to be about 100 minimum to like 170 for the CR. Like literally triple this price, which is insane. And the ultras used to be up to 50, and now the ultras are like 31. I would personally just only mess with the CR. I wouldn't really mess with the ultra right now, just because the CR has so much room to grow price wise, and it looks so good compared to the ultra. Just what I personally think. Now, Cosmic Blazer Dragon here, this got bought out because of, I believe, Resonator, was it? And these were 3 to 4. They went up to about 15 to 17. Well, they're selling down at about 13 here, but they're really like 15 when you look over here. If you guys don't know, these are still worth money in your bulk. These junk synchrons. The common looks clean as well. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know why I have it pulled up over here, but want to look at Gamma really quickly. If you guys have not liked that video, again, this video, again, smash that like button. I get about 1 or 2 likes per 10 people. Usually maybe like 3 if I'm lucky. So really important that you smash that like button. I actually picked up a set of these recently because the number was good. I liked the number and there was room for growth. Unfortunately, they were not first ed, but hey, I guess that's why the price was pretty nice. But this card, I feel like Konami could bring it back after a while. They might start playing and messing around with hand traps. Like we could see some really weird stuff with say droll or shift or all that. Like this list, I really feel like we're gonna get a big wave. I've talked about, and I will have a video about diverse formats eventually, but I want to like kind of let the dust settle and us to get out of this format so we can really look back on it before I make that video, especially because it's hot right now and I feel like it'd be great for a retrospective. But 130, 140 here. First editions are about 155, which I mean I'm not happy about because I could have got first ed, but again, number was good. If you guys are looking at this card, get the first set. Spend the extra $25, right? If people have unlimiteds and they're trying to get a good deal, that's a lot different. But yeah, this is definitely a card I keep an eye out on, especially because if it goes up to even 2, people are gonna be like, well, I can run 2 gammas and 1 driver, right? Instead of being 1 for 1, 1 driver, 1 gamma, you have a 50-50 for this card, and you're not going to be opening it up when you want to, so why bother? If they try this card at 2, definitely will go up. Definitely a card to look at, but if you're like, I'm not going to look at the CRs, that's kind of risky, which it is a risk. There's a lot of risk here for sure. There's risk and there's reward, right? And some of them are high risk, high reward. At this channel, we like low risk, high reward, right? But I like to look at everything. If you're looking at low risk, high reward, look at these ultra gammas here. This card used to be like 20 minimum for the longest time. There's 29 listings here, $7, very cheap. Goes up to about 9 very quickly, and then goes up to about 13. Now this card goes up to 3. This card becomes $30 overnight. So I would definitely grab these versions. I would probably grab the set just to be sure. But this is a card where if you just feel like, going in on a couple, now again, I'm not a financial advisor, right? But let's say you decide to go in on a couple copies of this and see where it gets you. I think you're going to be pleasantly shocked by the end of next year. With that being said, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe. Let me know what cards I'm going over in the next Mark Watch in the comment section below. I really do love reading your guys' comments. Again, if you guys don't know, it's one of my favorite things is communicating with you guys. That's why I have the Discord and why I opened it up for free, because it's like I want to talk to you guys a lot more. It could be in my Discord, it could be in the comment section, it could be on social medias, whatever. If you've been with me for a long time, which it's really weird as an older YouTuber, by the way, just to see people come and go, because like there are people in my comment section where like I see them all the time and now I don't see them at all. And I kind of hate that, it feels bad a little bit sometimes, right? Because I always love my regulars. And then there's some people where it's like they'll come back after a while and it's like seeing an old friend, and then there's some people that, they come and go, right? Some people, want to watch different content, or they're not as into market watch content, which, hey, that's why I'm trying to spruce up the channel a little bit. We had multiple deck profiles within the last month, which is awesome. 5 cards out of your trade minder is getting planned and coming soon. I really want to see if I can upload that for today's Thursday, so maybe Saturday's video would be fantastic. I think you guys would really like that as well. And anyway, with that being said, though, rant over. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.